Hey, what's up guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and today we are reviewing McFarlane's Mortal Kombat Classics, Scropion, and Subzero. Let's get into it. And just before jumping into it, I wanted to point out something I missed in the Reptile review is the designs of these characters. I didn't think about it then, and I should have. I don't know why I missed it, but these are from Mortal Kombat 2, not the original Mortal Kombat. In the original Mortal Kombat, they had more basic clothing, basic shin guards, and cloth-covered masks. Most of you who are watching this probably already know all that, though, so yeah, I'm a dummy. But that being said, you're here to hear about these two figures, so let's jump into it, as always, starting with accessories and the box. Alright, and going over their boxes right quick, it's the same as Reptile. You got the names across the bottom, Scropion and Subzero, same kind of backdrop. You turn it to the side, you got lightning on the back, you've got the photo from the game, the second game, as well as the description of the character, same for Subzero. And interesting fact, for those who don't know, this is not the Subzero from Mortal Kombat 1. This is actually his brother, who was known as Tundra. Before that, Scropion kills Subzero, and then his younger brother takes up the mantle of Subzero. So, yeah, there you go. That's all there is to the boxes. Nothing more. All right, and now jumping into accessories, we're going to go left to right. We're going to start with Scropion and then go into Subzero. Scropion comes with one item and one item only. Now, there's the deluxe version 2-pack with him and Raiden, which is a bloody covered variant that has multiple heads and hands. But this single box release does not. It only comes with the head that you see on him, the two hands, not even an extra fist hand for the right hand, and then his spear, which that is actual bendy wire underneath a fine thread to give it the texture. And this is actually pretty cool. I do like this accessory. But as far as accessories go, that's all he comes with. I wish I had an extra fist hand and an extra grabbing hand personally. So in one of the photos I took, I stole Sub-Zero's gripping hand and put it on his left hand because the skin tone's all the same and the hands are all the same, so they're interchangeable. But that's it for Scropion. Oh, and he gets his regular stand, which I'll show off with Sub-Zero stuff. Subzero comes with the head on him, the two fist hands, and then two clinching style hands. There's one and the other. And this is pretty much so the same as the kind of gripping hand is already on Scropion. So I'm not really certain why they didn't add the extra hands with Scropion other than they thought the spear was whatever. So, and then this little standing plaque for both of them. That being said, that's all the accessories that come with them. For an accessory standpoint, not the best. Scropion needs extra hands, and Subzero needs some sort of ice effect. Outside of that, that's all you get. So, moving along to aesthetic. Alright, and aesthetically speaking, I think they're both pretty good, the same as Reptile. I am actually warming up to this line. I'm not a huge McFarlane Toys fan, to be honest, and 90% of it has to do with scale. I'm a 6-inch scale person, so they just don't fit in with the other lines I collect typically. But I'm starting to warm up to McFarlane. I think that these look very good. The sculpt is pretty much the same across all of them. The difference is the paint job. But the paint is pretty well done. Get my hand out of the way there. The face, fantastic. It's the same head sculpt across them. It's just a different paint job is all. And there's not a lot of paint, but what they did put on looks pretty good. The highlights across the outfit and the mask and the shin guards look pretty well enough. You've got it on the back here. And that's it. I mean, other than that, it's pretty much all the plastic coloring. So I think like this is painted, obviously. But otherwise, it's all the actual plastic color. So not a lot to the paint. There's a good amount of sculpt in them, though. A good amount of details, like the wrinkles in the pants, different texturing, the belt loops around the legs and arms. the gi here. So there's good stuff to them. A lot of good sculpt. Minimal on the paint. Could probably use a little more shading on like skin tone or somehow in the clothing. But otherwise, pretty good. I think they look fantastic. So I'm not going to harp on that. That being said, let's go into articulation. All right, and for articulation, if you have seen my reptile review, you will know exactly how these articulate. There is no difference across the board. If you haven't, I'll go ahead and articulate one of them for you. So starting with Scropion here. He is on a double pin head, so he can look up about that far. Look down a decent ways. Can turn just fine. Plenty of bobble and move, right? Arms down just so you can see this. His shoulders go out that far so you can T-pose. Goes around well enough. A little bit of a circular joint in there, but not a lot. You can't really do anything with it. No butterfly. Bicep all the way around as needed. Double jointed elbows. You've got the pin and hinge hands, or wrists, I should say, so you can move it well enough. Spin it around. Now, inside, you'll notice a cut here, and then you got the diaper here that covers it with this part, so it's harder to see, better covered. But you've got a torso. It doesn't really give you a lot of movement. You can kind of turn, but it's going to be more down here. You can go forward about that far, not a lot. You can go back about that far, not a lot. Then you get into the legs. Ninja can split. He can kick up pretty well. You've got a thigh cut in there, so you can, it's tough, but you can move it. And then you've got a double jointed knee. And then in the knee joint, there's also a twist. Then you have your ankle, which is the same as the wrist, but because of the back of it, see how it catches, you can't really go down much further. Go up about that far. You got your toe hinge, and then you've got ankle rocker. So that is the articulation across the board on all of them. They are all the same. So you know what you're getting with them. And that's pretty much all the same across the board with McFarlane. McFarlane doesn't really venture out and do a lot of different articulation that I can tell or know of. Their articulation is pretty universal for the most part, with the exception of certain different figures, very specific ones like Man-Bat and a few others. So that all being said, that is how they articulate. It's not bad. You can get, for the most part, the poses you want out of it. Video game-like poses from that era. And they look good posed. Like, I actually like how they look posed next to each other in other poses and stuff that I've done. So I'm not displeased with it overall. It's just a little ugly aesthetically, like the wrist joints. I don't 100% like. Elbow joints are a little ugly. I do like the way they did the guards that cover that joint. And then I wish they would do something where you could use more of the torso. It's just not great. But it is what it is. So let's move along now and let's go into size comparison. And first off, here is all three ninjas next to each other, Scropion, Subzero, and Reptile. I think they look great together. Very happy with that. I'm also happy that the hands are interchangeable and the skin tones are the same, because now I can get the hand setups I want for some of them. And here they are menacing a Marvel Legends hand ninja. And here they are next to a Super 7 Ninja Turtle from the 2003 run, which is a cool crossover fight you can get in the Injustice 2 games, because you can play Subzero and Scropion and the Ninja Turtles. So I don't think this scaling hurts too bad. I actually like this. Looks good to me. All right, and closing thoughts. Overall, there's some accessory issues. And again, the scaling I'm still getting used to. But I don't hate these figures. I actually enjoy them quite a bit. So I will recommend them. I think they're very, very fun for Mortal Kombat fans. So I suggest you pick them up wherever you find them. I'm assuming they're going to do the rest of them in the line like this. I would hope for all of them to be in this mold. I know at least in 2 you've got Nob Sabat as well. I believe was in 2. But that being said, guys, I'm going to bring this review to an end. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, comment down below your favorite ninja from Mortal Kombat. And watch the channel because there's more reviews coming of tons of killer stuff. Wolfgang's out, guys. Thank you again. Later.